Hello everybody, this is Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a speed build and I'm actually doing a build of my current house. So this was really interesting to do just because I've never made a build based on a real place, and yeah, so this is me trying to, it was really interesting to do, trying to get the proportions right. I had to edit things a couple different times. I actually did, it's not actually my first time trying to rebuild a real place. It's, I tried to do a build of the house that we used to live in. We just moved to this house this last year. It's been almost a year since we moved, so but our last house was actually a tri-level split house, and so I tried doing that on The Sims, and obviously you can't really do it. So it did not look that great. I basically just did it for practice. I didn't do a speed build. I didn't upload it to the gallery or anything. Yeah, it's just really weird. But anyway, here I was messing around with this roof so many times because we have just like one little block of like a skylight, and we do have this ugly roof. I hate this roof in The Sims. I mean, it doesn't look that bad in real life, but yeah, with The Sims it doesn't look right. And trying to get this, I've seen people do these skylights, and like when I was trying to build it, everything went out the window. I couldn't remember how anybody had done it before, so this is me just doing it, and it kind of looks horrible, but it doesn't, I mean, it could have looked a lot worse. But yeah, I didn't get the roof exactly how it looks like in real life, because with that piece for the skylight, I couldn't make it go up any higher because then the roof just didn't look right. And yeah, but our real roof in real life is steeper than it is in this build, and it's really weird in the back. So I kind of did that, I guess, with the roofing. It looks really weird. I didn't realize how weird it was until this last winter when we had to scrape the snow off the roof. But yeah, so yeah, we moved to this house last June, so June of 2018. So we've been here just almost a year, and there's 4 doors into our house. We have the sliding door in the front, which you can see there. We don't really use that door. The only time I really ever use that door is we have bird feeders out in the front. I refill the bird feeders there, and sometimes when our son is waiting for the bus, I have him go out that door, if it's raining or something and he doesn't want to stand outside. But yeah, and then we have the door in the back next to the garage. That is the door we actually use to go into the house. So that's where we have our doorbell, and yeah. And then you'll see later there's another door in the front, all the way on the left side. It actually comes in through the kitchen, and we don't use that door. It had like the plastic wrap on it from the winter when we moved in, and we haven't even removed it just because we don't use that door. It's so weird because our driveway is on the right side of the house, and you have to like walk all the way across the front of the house to get to that door. It's so weird, and our sidewalk doesn't connect to the driveway. It's just really super weird. But yeah, that's our house. We have, I really like our fireplace. I couldn't do it in the game exactly how it is, just because it's on like a little, I don't know, like if you, in The Sims, when you raise the foundation like one click, like that's how high the fireplace is above the rest of the floor. But I don't know if there's a way to do it. There probably is, but I don't know the way to do it in the game, so I just left it flat. I made the brick, to kind of show that it's different. But yeah, and I did cut out a little bit I had to play test the bathroom, or the half bathroom, because the half bathroom is really small, and I only had it as, I think, 2 or 3 by 1 square in the game, and I was trying to play test it and I just couldn't get it to work. So then I just made it 4 squares, and so it's a little bit bigger than it is in real life. And then this area was really weird. I couldn't really get it exactly proportioned, but that's where we have our laundry room. That little door right there is actually where, it's the door I use most often. I let the dogs out that door. So we do have 2 dogs. I don't have cats and dogs expansion, so I couldn't put like the food bowls and stuff in here. I really wish I could have. So it's not completely exactly like our house, but it is pretty darn close. Just when I was taking screenshots, I was looking at it, I'm like, this looks so good. It looks really close, so I was really happy. We do have a little bit more like clutter and stuff around. I didn't put all that in, but yeah, it was really fun, like trying to find stuff in the game that looked more like what we actually have. And then here I was having a really big issue with this window because we have this really big, beautiful, you know, big window right there, and all the big windows on The Sims are all from ceiling to floor, and it's not. It's, you know, it's wider than it is tall, and so I just ended up having to go with the 3-panel because it was the right width. It just, you know, or it was the right height, I should say, sorry. It was the right height and the right width. It just had the, you know, the spots in there, so, or the panels, but whatever, it was pretty close. And then I love this kitchen. When we were actually looking for houses, I saw the kitchen and I just kind of fell in love with it, and the pictures showed this like island in the thing, and when we came to, you know, to look at the house, the lady that was selling the house actually like wasn't going to keep it there, because I guess the island, it's like in The Sims I made it, you know, match the counters and everything. It doesn't match at all. It's like painted green, whereas the, you know, our cupboards are this like light brownish color, and then the island is green. It's so weird, but it you know, it fits in our house, and I'm really glad we, you know, we asked if we could if she'd leave the chairs when she moved, and that was when we found out that she wasn't even planning on leaving the island, but she ended up leaving the island. She ended up leaving a bunch of stuff in the house that we had to actually get rid of or move around. She left like random cabinets in the house when we moved in, so. And this made me mad. I couldn't put the coffee maker on this table. We had this weird, you know, just like little like island table thing that we got from like Walmart or something, that's over in that side of the kitchen that has our coffee maker on it, and I couldn't put it there. So but yeah, I did add, my husband and I both have desks, we both have computers, and then we also have a desk, and my old computer I gave to my son, who is 8 right now. So those are all in this living room, and it's all pretty well proportioned and everything. The only thing I couldn't get was this couch. We actually have a modular couch, and so like each seat is a separate piece that like fits together. And so on the far left there, right there, is an actual recliner, and then we have, you know, the one normal seat, and then we have a corner piece that makes it into an L. We have another single seat, and then on the far right, the one that's closest to the TV, is actually a chase. I tried using an ottoman to like make it look like a chase, and it just didn't look well on the game. So and then like the paint on the walls is so random. Like, we didn't paint any of the rooms except for I painted the half bathroom, the laundry room, and then the 2 bedrooms on the right side of the hallway if you're walking down the hallway. Those are the only rooms we painted. Everything else was already painted when we got here, and like the colors of the room like don't look like they would go together, but they actually do. And the only color I didn't like really get exactly how it is in real life is that hallway. The hallway is actually, like, in the game I think it looks a little more yellow, but in real life it's more like it's like a pukey pea green color. It's super weird, and like when you look at it you're just like, that's a really ugly color. But when you look at it, like, you know, with the kitchen with the red and then like the turquoisey blue color in the living room, like it all actually goes really well together. So I got it pretty close in the game. But so then here I was trying to, so I had to actually go out and look at my house because it's so weird. I put this paneling on the side, and then when I went outside, because I did this build in a couple different parts, when I went outside and looked, I'm like, oh, it's actually like a white brick. It's like, I don't even know what color my house is. So I eventually changed that. But yeah, I think I changed it to like the stone that's on the side there. It's only on one side of the house, so like I don't know. So I know the lady we bought the house from, her and her husband like redid this entire house. Like they bought it, like I don't remember how much it was, but it was like really crappy. And then like we rebuilt it. They did all the painting. They did a bunch of work on the house, and then her husband actually passed away, and they didn't quite finish. So like a lot of our doors, like doorways to the rooms and stuff, they actually don't have the like the borders around the doors. I can't remember what they're called. I don't know if it's molding, but like the door frame, I guess. I don't know. The little pieces of, wood that you put around the doors. We still haven't even added those on there, but it's mostly because all that stuff is in the garage, and when we moved, like we threw everything in the garage, and we can't even like get to anything in the garage right now. But yeah, here I'm just placing some plants. My husband loves plants. We have two spider plants that are next to the fireplace, which I do add plants there. I think I put like the ferns that are in the game, and then he has a cactus in the kitchen, which I put there. And then we have a bunch of random other plants in the house. I didn't add them all, but I tried to add some plants where we have them. And we have 3 fish tanks, and they're pretty substantial size. I did add 2 into this build. In the places that we do have fish tanks in the house, they're not as big in the game as they are in real life. We have a 55-gallon in the living room, which I did not add a spot for in this build. It's actually right next to the little desk. And then we have 2 30-gallons. One is in the dining room, which I place one here in the build, and then we have one in that little hallway by the laundry room. Yeah, so here we're just adding some things to the kitchen. We have a dish drying rack there, so I placed one there. I forgot, I totally forgot. It's not in the screenshots either, but it is in the version. I uploaded this to the gallery, so if you guys do for some reason want to download this, you can do that. It's a nice house. It's not too expensive. It's, I think it's under 90k simoleons, so it's not, it's not a starter home, obviously, but it's a nice for a 3-bedroom, I think, and it's all on one level, so if you don't like playing with a lot of levels because it's so hard to find your Sims, this is all on one level, so there you go. But yeah, I noticed when I was going through that we have a cabinet that goes from the ceiling to the ground in our kitchen next to the fridge, and I totally didn't even add it in there. So that's not in this video, I am sorry, or the screenshots, but I did add it to the version that is uploaded to the gallery. So yeah, that's a little more realistic. We have a bunch of pictures around. We actually have themed rooms, so like our living room is nature themed, so we have a lot of like trees and animal photos. The dining room kitchen area is travel themed, so we've got like, I don't know, random traveling type things. And then my husband has, around the bar, he has a bunch of like sports stuff. But yeah, and then both of the bathrooms are like ocean kind of themed. So yeah, I didn't find any like ocean type themed photos in The Sims. I just put whatever. But anyway, I'm working on the mudroom right here. So this is not anywhere near what it is in real life. We have on the one side where I put the shoes, we do have shelves there. The other side is actually where our water heater and stuff is, and since they don't have that in the game, I just put more like clothing type things. So yeah, and there I'm just adding like fake closet doors to the closets. I did put all the like our little closet rooms in this build. So yeah, and then I've never actually used these fans in any of my builds, so that was interesting. But yeah, so I think We're not close to the end of this build, just kidding. So here I'm just like adding final touches, and I had my husband look at it and tell me if he thought I did a good job, what I was missing. So there's me adding those 2 plants. This is a CC shelf that I use sometimes to place things on shelves more precisely. It is custom content, but I do delete it. It's not in the actual build, so you don't have to worry, and my builds do not have any CC in them. And then here I'm just adding some more photos to make it look more, like it is in real life. I don't have all these plants right here in real life. It's actually just like a dead flower bed. I'm planning on redoing the flower bed, pulling everything up this coming soon, because it is spring now, so I need to get on that before it gets too warm, and I can actually yeah, so, and then I think I don't know, maybe I didn't do it on camera. I did fix the garage, because the garage is not that close to the house. It's a little bit further, but and because the lot actually needed to be just a few spaces bigger, because our garage it's about twice that width. It's because it's got the 1-car garage, and then it has like a little bit more on the left side that has like a door into it, but I couldn't make it big enough on there. But this is now coming to the end of this build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody.